Well, there is that part where we get to sit around the pool. That aside, I'm happy to be in a room with people that are passionate about the medium, the craft. Politics are checked at the door. This is all about the work. This is all about whether or not the work resonated. Did it bring new light to this medium? And if it didn't bring new light, did it sort of reinvigorate what we've always loved about radio? And here at the LIA, is because of the David-sized jury, we have Goliath-sized conversations about the work. I've been in other juries at other award shows. They're big. You don't get a chance to have that kind of discussion. It's funny, radio in its traditional sense is something we refer to as terrestrial. You dial it in on your radio. Now we get radio in SoundCloud, we get radio from websites, we get satellite radio, we get streaming radio. So what we've done is actually taken what was once confined to a very specific playback device, and it's now spread over so many different mediums that you can get it in all the mediums that people are enjoying now, rather than just the traditional terrestrial medium. Most people tune into radio because they want to be informed of something. Some people it's traffic, some people it's weather, some people it's just what's going on in my city, my life, what's important, what are other people doing or thinking about that are around me. You can't change that. That's kind of news. Radio, just for the sake of listening to music, it exists, but people listen to their own playlists now. The strength of real radio is radio that brings you information that you can't get any other way. And you can get it just about anywhere you want. You can drive and listen to a radio. You can't drive and look at a TV. We debated a couple of pieces for Grand, and at the end of the day, we all felt that there wasn't one specific entry that moved the dial, that changed the way we think about a product or a service delivered through the mechanism of radio or audio. And we felt it very important that if we're going to hold something up that high, that it changes the game. And nothing really changed the game. I think the biggest difference is that the only agenda is to award good work. There are other award shows where there's a political agenda at play. Everyone's heard the stories, people talk about it. I've been on some of those other juries, it's true. And not to say that that's not a business in and of itself, but this is an award show about the work, not about gaining points for a gun report or something. It's purely about the work. And that's what I love about it. You sort of mine down deep. The discussions are passionate about the work, not about other agendas. And that's the primary difference I find between LIAs and other awards. It's the one creative mechanism that is only limited by your mind. It's not a budget limitation. You're forced to tell a story within a confined period of time, so you have to dispense with all the frivolousness that you would put up to paint a bigger picture, and you have to get right down to the core of the idea and deliver it in an engaging way that resonates with your consumer, with your audience. And you can be on the moon, you can be 1,000 feet under the water, you can be on a different planet, you can have aliens, you can have whatever you want in radio. Not always that easy in other mediums. The other wonderful thing about the LIA is the Creative LIAison. And all the other shows, they have big shows, and so you have to, pay a big ticket price to come in and see it. The LIAs invite young creatives to come and see, come and experience, come and hear from those of us that have been doing it for a long time, to hopefully glean some insight, be inspired, go home invigorated to step up and do their very best work. It's kind of unique to the LIAs. Well, mentorship is important because, quite frankly, this is the future of our business. And if it's a passing of the torch, so be it. If it's to inspire somebody to do it better than it's been done before, that's great. And I think a lot of young people that get into the business, they get a job, they're relegated to the back of the room. Sometimes they get mentored, sometimes they don't. Here it's all about mentoring. I think not only does it work for them, but they go back and they speak with their colleagues that are in a similar place and inspire them.